And that's because it's not over. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Oh yes, Nurgle has summoned dragons through the Dragon's Gate. It's one final gift for us. Less than a month, wow. So there's 3 dragons right there that we have to deal with. Wonderful. Look at the size of that thing. Cut the drama red, too. Athos? Are you sure about this? Jeez. You okay? Oh, Bramimund. What are you doing here? Huh? Ninian? You have the power to do that? Whoa. Holy cow. She's alive. Well, let's see what Ninian can do. Whoa. Well, she took care of 2 of the dragons. But then she collapsed. Which means we've got 1 more dragon that we're gonna have to deal with ourselves. Well, Bramimund just gave us a vital chance here. We have to stop that final dragon. So there it is. A wandering dragon that breached the Dragon's Gate. An ancient, hateful dragon that survived the Scouring. And a dragon's breath which burns all it touches. There is no protection. Now, what it's not saying... Well... So the dragon won't move, and what it doesn't say about its breath is that it has a range of 3. So it can hit fairly far away. But we also have another problem. We've got all these dudes around here. That one has a sleep staff. Those 2 bishops have purge tomes. And this guy's got a bolting tome. We cannot afford to have anyone put to sleep. So my suggestion is anyone who's not going to be attacking the dragon, move out of its range. Now, as for his Flame Tongue attack, it always does 37 damage, regardless of defense or resistance. Now, we can't even see its HP, as you can see. What's the crit rate on this? No chance of a crit. So our best chance is probably going to be to increase his attack power. Now, I'm pretty sure he has 120 HP total. At least I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's go for it. There it is, the dragon. Okay, that was pretty good. Actually, I think we could do this in one turn. Let's go for it. Alright, so that was 68 damage, then we dealt another 24. So that was like 92. Yeah, he must have had 120 HP total. Alright, Dart, show your stuff. Alright, 4 more HP. We almost got this. Okay, Lynn, finish it off. And we did it! Goodbye to the fire-breathing dragon. I don't think I've ever killed it that quickly before. Good job, team. Whew! We did it. We killed Nurgle, and we stopped the dragons. If I hadn't have brought my entire team there to kill him in one turn, what I would have done is I would have just healed Hector with a physics staff so that he wouldn't be killed next turn, and then just have him attack again after that. But it worked out this way. I'm surprised. Athos? Athos is dying. Well, he has lived a long life, over 1,000 years. Seeing the future? Yep. evil star rises in burn. All of Eliwood once again awash in blood. But do not fear. Once again, Lycia brings hope. Children of fire. Oh, goodbye, Athos. I'm sure he is. He was happy at everything we were able to accomplish. Saving light shall rise. Yep. Glad you're back among the living there, Ninian. You can't blame yourself. Well, yeah, this was once your home. So we can't really blame you for that. Yeah, that's right. Of course. It was a war, so both sides were kind of at fault, I guess. Ah, yeah, Arcadia. But that would take a long time to accomplish. Especially after that, you know, the whole thing with the scouring. Yeah, exactly what Ninian said. It won't happen for a long time. So we'll never see you again. Oh, that's good. I'm glad your opinion on humans has changed there, Nils. And that's all you can do. Try. Well, there they go. Ah, it's a brand new day. Alright, so that ends the final chapter of the game. All that's left is the epilogue. So let's get right to it. 1 year later. Nice white robes there, Eliwood. Ah, so you're becoming the king now, huh? A little. I'm sure you'll be a fine king, Eliwood. Or Marquis, I should say. Oh, you know, gotta go off tacticianing and all that. Yeah, no problem. Well, I am pretty awesome. Goodbye, my friends. Good luck as Marquis. Alright, so there's the staff roll. Now the epilogue is still gonna be... There's still a little bit more afterwards. Plus we get to see what happened to all the units after the battle as well. So yeah, this was my first Fire Emblem game. It was most people's first Fire Emblem game since it was the first one to come out in the US. But I'm quite fond of this game. It's what really got me into the series. It's too bad after Radiant Dawn the series got kind of weird. I mean, I know there's like Awakening and stuff, which is all right, and then there's like Fates, which I don't really care much for at all. But this is where it started for me, and this is the stuff I like. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let the credits roll, and I'll see you, for the epilogue thingy. There's all the turns it took to get through the game. total of 638 turns. Marcus. Marcus returned to Foray with Eliwood and, as the head of the Knights of Foray, dedicated his life to training young squires. Lowen replaced Marcus as the most famed knight in all Foray. His endless zeal served Foray well throughout his life. Rebecca returned to her father, then pledged service to House Foray. She has formed a family, and yet she still serves Foray well. Sure she's happy to have her brother back, too. Dorcas returned to Foray and used the money he earned to buy medicine for Natalie, his wife. She recovers rapidly. Felt weird not using Dorcas this time, since I almost always do. Bartray continued his quest from country to country. Rumors say that he fell in love with his own mortal enemy. Huh. Oswin, the impregnable knight. Oswin served as a vassal to Marquis Ostia. He was a calm, reasonable voice in Lycia's ruling government. Matthew continued his service as a spy for House Ostia. The memory of his beloved Leela lingers on in his heart. Sarah returned to Ostia. She spent much time tending to her own affairs, but lately she has begun to enjoy her free time. Felt weird not using Guy either. Guy continued in his quest to be the finest swordsman in all of Sakai. His form was so perfected that all called him the Saint of Swords. Wow. Urk returned to Etruria and was asked to succeed the retiring Lord Pent. He refused and devoted his life to the study of magic. Priscilla returned to Etruria's Count Caerleon. Her adopted parents met her not with harsh rebukes, but with tears of joy. After Lyn abdicated rule of Caelin, Florina returned to Ilia. She remained shy, but this shyness has made her strong within. The Crimson Shield, that's a cool title. After Caelin was placed under Ostian rule, Kent became its steward. His dedication earned him the love of his people. When Ostia took over the rule of Caelin, Sain resigned and became an independent knight. His love of women is unchanged. Of course. Will remained a knight of Caelin even after Ostia took over. He became the commander of Ostia's Caelin Archer Division. After the conflict, Raven revealed his past to Hector. Hector offered to rebuild Raven's home, but Raven refused. He and Lucius travel as mercenaries, but Lucius is pleased to see his friend's heart has been eased. Good for them. Canas returned to his family in Ilia. Some years later, he and his wife died trying to stop a snowstorm. His child was raised by his old mother. Well, that sucks. He survived the final battle only to die in a snowstorm. Dart took a grave wound protecting Fargus in a skirmish. He vanished at sea, but rumors claim he might be in Foray. Come on, Dart, you're stronger than that. Fiora flew many missions as the head of a mercenary company. Her donation saved many poor families in Ilia from destruction. After the battle, Legault traveled the lands looking for Black Fang refugees. He helped them to ease the pain of his own loss. After these dragonkin bid farewell to the land of their birth, they returned to their new world. Meeting Eliwood warmed the hearts of these ice dragons, with the hope that man and dragon could live in peace. As a knight of the Imperial Guard, Isadora served as guard to Lady Eleonora. She continued to study to be a lady up until she wed. We never met him, but his name is Harkin, I'm pretty sure. Heaft moved to Ilia and became a mercenary knight of some fame. He fought not for country, but for people in need. Good for him. Raph returned to his tribe in Sakai. His deeds earned him his warm greetings from his father, the famed Silver Wolf. Hawkeye returned to Nevada and lived peacefully in Arcadia with his daughter, whom he trains to be guardian of the desert. I didn't know he had a daughter. Geitz resumed his aimless wandering. He still searches for a land that he can finally call his own. That guy was weird. When Athos died, Pent took over his research. To focus on his studies, Pent resigned as Mage General of Etruria. This action set the palace in an uproar, but Pent and Luis endured. Once, Karel was known as the Sword Demon. Now he bears a new name. What prompted this change, he will not say. He must have... Maybe it was Guy? At Eliwood's invitation, she started a quiet life in a small village in Foray. She plans to return to Bern to visit a certain cemetery. Jafar vanished in the final moments of the last battle. He still avoids the bounty hunters who seek out the famed Angel of Death. Some rumors say that Vida died at the hands of Bern forces. Others say she now serves Bern's Prince Zephiel. No one knew the old him. No one knows what became of him. He vanished as though he never existed. Renault was another weird one. Athos died in a foreign land. Those who saw his face said that he seemed as though he had at last found true peace. Merlinus opened a shop in Ostia, but it was forced to close. He plans on reopening with some aid from Lord Eliwood himself. Lynn entrusted Kaelin's rule to Ostia and returned to the plains of her birth. She often thinks fondly on the people of Kaelin. Hector returned to Ostia and became her Marquess. His bond of friendship with Eliwood remained eternally strong. Eliwood succeeded his father as the Marquess of Foray. His sincerity and his clear guidance made him his father's equal in all eyes. As I suspected. And as for me, the tactician vanished after the final battle. Bern, Lycia, and Etruria all sought those famed skills, but none ever found the tactician. I am a famed genius, after all. Wow. Nice beard there, Hector. Oh wow, so this is 15 years after the fact. Yeah, those are vivid memories that never really go away. Of course, his son's name is Roy. The very same Roy that would become the lead character in Fire Emblem 6. Though, we never actually got Fire Emblem 6. You'll see that this game actually ends on a cliffhanger that's supposed to prelude to it, but we never got it. So her name's Lolina. Yeah, Lolina. I played a little bit of 6 on my own, and I didn't really like it, but I remember Lolina actually being a really good unit. She's a mage, believe it or not. Meanwhile, Roy is one of the worst characters in the entire series. And that's because he's a lord that cannot class change until the absolute final chapter. And he has horrible growth rates, and you're forced to use him. Good to see these two still taking jabs at each other. By the way, I heard that the King of Burn died. It was fairly sudden, too. Huh. According to one of our spies, he was killed in an assassination attempt on Prince Zephiel. Really? That's strange. How did they get their information mixed up? Do you remember Archsay's prediction? Is something happening in Burn? She's got a pony. Wow. I certainly hope so, Hector. Once again, Lycia brings hope. Meanwhile, at the Burn Keep. Enigmatic man. For what reason have you awakened a demon dragon? Huh? Ugh, look at that face. He's totally not evil, and totally not the antagonist of Fire Emblem 6. Alright, so, there you have it, folks. That is the end of Eliwood's story. But, we're not done with the game yet. So, what I'm gonna have to do is, I'll do this off screen. I'm gonna have to go through Lynn's chapters again, just so that I can build up my party again. Because I did save over my file, unfortunately. So I'll just start from scratch off screen. But what we're gonna do this time, when we get to the end of Lynn's chapters as main lord, I'm gonna be picking Hector this time. Now, Hector does go through a lot of the same stages as Eliwood. Some of them are changed slightly, but he also has unique stages that only Hector's mode has. So, I'm going to be taking a break for now. When you guys join me next time, we'll be starting Hector's version of the game. So, I'll see you then, guys.